Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and welcome to Des Poorly Researches News Topics because he's too busy finishing his taxes. So first, we've got a tournament that happened, I believe, in Italy and Germany, and in each case there was supposed to be a 10,000, I'll say dollar prize, it might be local currency. And it was, Magic, obviously. And according to people on Twitter, it's been months and they haven't been paid. No prize money went out to anybody who ranked anything at the tournament. So everybody's blaming everybody as far as just, people in the community and players, but there is just nothing coming from Wizards or from anybody who had anything to do with these two tournaments. And these might not even be the only two. I mean, there's a language barrier here, but at least the sign-up company in the front face of it was a company called Faceit. And they're like removing pages from their website and blaming all kinds of stuff and just... I don't know if they were responsible for the prize money, but if they were responsible for the signups and collecting the tickets, which I think is what they did, well, then they should be the people handing out the prize money, so somehow it didn't get to someone. So either the tournament didn't make what they thought or didn't get a sponsor, or this company's collapsing and lied about it, or, it's basically at like pyramid scheme-ish levels where they're using new signups to pay old stuff. Oh, but then a bunch of tournaments are getting canceled. I don't know. Nobody can get a statement from anyone. So all I know is there was tournaments and there was supposed to be prize money. Now it didn't get paid out. Now think about this. If you went to a tournament, you paid like, I don't know, $500, $1,000, whatever, probably more for a plane ticket and like a hotel, or even if you lived in the country and just drove there, either way, taking off of work maybe. And then you get like second or third place. You're like, yes, cool, free tournament. This pays for all my expenses. And then you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait and you get nothing. I would be beyond pissed if that was me. I'd be calling people. They'd be lucky if I didn't show up to Faceit's office and just take something that looks like it's worth my prize money. But like, hey, is this chair bolted down to the ground? Cool, bye. Nice furniture. I'll take it. It's a sheriff's auction with less steps. Shout out to anybody who got that reference. That's a shitstorm. Speaking of unusual things, word on the street is that Wizards has now canceled all pretty much product streams of all kind. We're talking D&D, we're talking Magic. Anything that was like scheduled is now not. This is such a fresh news story. I'm just kind of reading about it, buzzing online. I'm not sure the extent of it, but like it's basically their official stuff. So they're not like telling you can't stream it on Twitch. That would be stupid. Oh, the streaming on Twitch part, would be stupid. Why would you stream there? Stream on YouTube. Twitch is just an e-girl shitstorm right now. It's just males can't do anything, inconsistent rules. Just SJW activist bullshit. It's a shithole. It makes YouTube look good by comparison, which is hilarious. Yeah, all joking aside here, I guess I've never seen one, but I assume like some staff or something gets together to make a video or do announcements or do like a Friday thing on, Arena or whatever. Like I that's not my scene, but D&D especially, you guys know they're near Seattle. Seattle had a huge outbreak of a bad pathogen. And I think they're just like, if you can work from home, work from home. Like y'all run Photoshop all day and do graphics. Cool. Do it at home. And why not? It's almost as effective. It's definitely more enjoyed by the employees. And I think Wizards is like technical enough that they'd know how to like, message each other, open Skype, do a video call, whatever. They're like a fairly technical company compared to like, I don't know, people working like industrial or like, something where most of the employees aren't even on a computer. They haven't said anything about, sending people home or whatever, but I can assume they did it. And I also assume that that's why, well, if you're not at work, you can't all get together and stream because it's not even that safe compared to just, hunkering down at home. Shout out to Steve Wallace for me totally stealing his tagline. Congrats on 250K. He's like my 5th favorite Canadian. So I do find it weird because streaming is like what you do instead of holding an in-person event, but I guess just literally employees traveling to go get together and do it on camera is the problem. Now solo streaming, I don't know if they're referring to that. I would assume not. I'm just kind of like trying to jump to conclusions about why they're doing this and what it affects. But kind of odd. A lot of people are just puzzled by this. We might see some more clarifications and details soon. And in a very similar set of news here, a bunch of tournaments, Magic tournaments, have been canceled, mostly in Europe. Some of them are in places that are like just being safe, and other people are in very hard-hit areas right now where they don't want to spread it worse. I get it. I mean, it's not like you're going to stop the virus by stopping every single, place where a couple hundred to a couple thousand to a couple tens of thousands of people get together, but you will theoretically make it less bad. But at this spread rate, literally everybody is going to catch it eventually. So why not just get together and everybody get sick together? But accelerating it is not smart because that's how hospitals get overloaded. Like if everybody catches this to the point where like everyone has it and gets immune within like a year and a half, that would be really bad because of X amount of percent of people that, would need breathing assistance and like hospitalization. And that goes triple for shitholes that have socialized medicine. But if it takes, 3, 4, 5 years to fully spread around until the majority of people have already had it and are immune and hopefully it doesn't mutate, that's better. So anything you can do to like slow it down, you should do instead of just, let's all just give up at this point. It's going to spread everywhere. Everyone's going to get it eventually. So who cares? Willy-nilly, woohoo. Like I said, I've heard people say that. I get the logic there, but yeah, I'd say anything really, really, really big where people travel from all over the place, that's just plain careless. I mean, that's actually how it spread to Italy specifically. I believe that was traced back to one single tech conference and basically one person. And look how that turned out. Also, it's gonna get really bad. I heard it's spreading all over Vegas right now, which is really hot and sunny. So to say, maybe spring and summer will stop it, no, apparently. So yeah, prepare for a lot of things to get canceled. Now, I will say some people are being stupid, like, I wonder when I should tell my work that I don't want to come in. Let me give me as an example. First of all, I need that money. And secondly, I'm 32 and I was about to say healthy, but I mean, let's not get crazy here. Let's just say there's nothing that would make me have a bad reaction to getting sick from it. So I'd just get over it. If anything, my overactive immune system would help, which is nice for once. But I don't know, severe allergies and breathing, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not elderly. I don't have chemotherapy. Like, yeah. So who cares if I catch it? I kind of care who I would spread it to, but that's when you just take off from work for a couple days. So people are like, I'm not going to leave my house for, 2 months. I'm going to work from home or quit my job or whatever. And they have like, their kids are like teenagers. They are like 40 some years old. They're perfectly healthy. I'm like, why are you personally scared of this virus? Turn off the news there, Cheryl. You need to calm down because you're not one of the targets that would worry about this. Then again, I mean, if there's a 1 in 1,000 chance I'm going to die from something, I'm still going to stay away from it just on principle. So I kind of get it, but people are getting a little too excited about all this. So let's get back to the real consequences. These Magic tournaments getting canceled, damn it. Yeah, a bunch of random people traveling from multiple countries to sit down at a table and breathe directly in each other's faces. And like touch each other's cards. I mean, this is literally like a worse event for like cleanliness and sanitary stuff than like Comic-Con or some random, let's all get together and go in a room together. Or like a hallway. Like Magic is like the ideal way to like spread a breathing or contact virus. So the last thing I wanted to cover in the news is just a bunch of general stories. I've been hearing a bunch of stories where it's just, this happened, whatever. It'd be a 60-second, video, so I didn't cover it. But there have been a lot of high-profile thefts in the Magic community. Like, we're talking more store break-ins where people got away with $100,000 in property or more. A couple, like, personal collections went, missing. It's nothing new to have people go to, like, a Magic Fest and come back saying, oh, shoot, somebody stole my bag, somebody stole my deck. Like, keep an eye on that. There are thieves everywhere at those events. And, some countries are worse than others, just saying. I guess I can't name them to actually help you out because that's discrimination, despite being true. Let's just say if it's a high crime country with a weak criminal justice system and a weak government, watch your stuff double. But yeah, I mean, sometime, and I can't even really narrow this down to like more than a couple months, somebody stole all of my modern decks, and I've got like cameras. I reviewed the footage. But without knowing when it went missing or where it was, because I almost never travel with them, so it would have had to have been an event literally surrounded by cops. That would be insane. Or it was just somebody chilling at my shop, which if it was like somebody I knew and was close to and they were like behind the counter, that would really piss me off, but that's what it's looking like. I've actually got it narrowed down to about 2 people that I highly suspect did it because they stole from other stores later. And yeah, they're broke ass welfare, wonders, just white trash pieces of shit. All actually 3 of the people who I think it is. So I never get my money back out of it, and I can't, prove it unless they admit it, and even then, what's the point? But I'd get even with them, let's put it that way. Not necessarily in court or anything, because it wouldn't happen. Can't seize assets from somebody with no assets and no income to garnish. And, you don't go to jail over stealing, $1,000, unfortunately. But I would definitely get even with them. You guys know me. So that sucks because those decks, I bought them when they were low and some of the cards skyrocketed. Meddling Mage I paid $7 for, they're like 50 now. I would have ripped apart the deck to sell them. I don't play Modern anymore, so that just really pisses me off. So yeah, it is bad getting stolen from, and it's one of the things that pisses me off the most. Anybody who's ever tried to steal something from my shop has had very bad things happen to them, except for this one individual incident, because I don't know when it happened, and that really pisses me off. So the moral of the story is watch your stuff, because it's becoming a more stolen item now that it's becoming more high profile. Arena came out, people are hearing about it, more people are being reminded that it's a thing, and then they're like, oh, there's value there, okay, cool, and other games are crashing. So it's like it's an ideal time for thieves to be targeting Magic products and Magic decks and Magic players. So watch out for that, just like you should watch out for Face It events where they're like deleting the results of the tournaments is what I hear. Like the ones that they didn't pay out for, so they're like trying to remove them from history, like pretend like the event never happened, and yet they're continuing to hold, I guess, future events or something. It's pretty bad. They are about to get absolutely dunked on by the players, the community, and everybody else, and nobody's ever going to attend their tournaments ever again. If you'd like to make a statement, Face It, and explain what you think is going on from your side to clear things up, I'll make a follow-up video. Otherwise, I'm saying you're a bunch of lying thieves and criminals, basically, and your company's a joke. That would be my opinion of what the evidence is pointing to so far, so f*** you. So that's the MTG news. It's all disasters, unfortunately. But, well, what else is new? There is one last thing I wanted to fit in. You know how historic is the MTG Arena digital thing, and Pioneer is a digital on MTGO, but mostly paper format? Well, they just confirmed that by Pioneer Masters, which they referenced in the state of the game, they mean on MTG Arena, which doesn't run Pioneer. It actually can't, because the starting point is too early. Cool, thanks MTG Arena on Twitter for clearing that right up for us. I guess they're gonna try to release all the sets going back to RTR at once, which I don't think they could reasonably have gotten done in this time frame, and then they're gonna release it as a format on Arena all at once. I don't know. Nobody knows. Who knows? So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next video.